What goes on, males, females, and everything in between? My name is SleepinGamer, and today I have a top 5 list of the games that made me a gamer. And I put a lot of thought into this list, and a lot of the games off of this list are in like my top 20 favorite games. But the reason why these games are on my list is because they had an impact on me as a gamer. And I also want to say that this isn't my list, not your favorite YouTuber's list, unless your favorite YouTuber is me. If so, that's awesome, you deserve a sticker. And I doubt it's your mom's list, and if it is your mom's list, then you should give me her number. Totally give me her number in the comment section right now. The reason why I had to say that is because when I watch other YouTubers' top 5 lists, it's always people in the comments saying, this game sucks. What about this game? Where's Call of Duty? I'm just telling you ahead of time, so if I see these comments, then that means you're a dumbass. But I do encourage you to make your own top 5 or top whatever list of games that made you a gamer in the comments. Every game in my top 5 is really awesome, and I recommend you check them all out. So without further ado, here's my top 5, starting with number 5, NBA Street Volume 2. Now I know what you're thinking. NBA, how did a sports game make it to your top 5? Well, let me explain. I don't know anything about sports, and I don't play sports, but it didn't stop me from enjoying this game immensely. This game is not your normal basketball game. Players can jump to gravity-defying feats, pull off amazing tricks, and do things that can get you kicked out of the NBA. This game throws the rules of the NBA out the window. The atmosphere of this game has like a 1980s feel to it, even though some of the music is played from 2003. And I kind of like it. It feels like you're going back in time with just a kick-ass iPod. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? Go back in time and fight in a medieval war while listening to Metallica's Broken, Beaten, and Scarred? I mean, everything sounds good to me, besides the whole people trying to stab you with swords thing. Well, you know what? Skip the whole medieval war thing. I'll just listen to Metallica. To a person like me who has the same type of handles as a greased up deaf guy, the whole theme of this game makes you feel like you're playing actual street ball. Besides the lack of gravity at some points and the impossibleness. Is that a word? In this game, you play with a team of 3, where in the NBA, you will play with a team of 5. And yes, I had to look that up. To form a good team, you can put your team up against other teams, and if you win, you can take that player off the opposing team and put him on your team. But you cannot do that and just keep the bragging rights and keep it moving. My team had my created character, Stretch, and Bonafide. I forgot the name of the team because it was so long ago, but I think it was probably Team Sleepin. But my favorite thing to do was called a game breaker. A game breaker is like a super move that you get to pull off whenever you stack up enough points by doing tricks. You can get 2 game breakers, a level 1 and a level 2. A level 1 makes whoever on the team that's holding the ball a little bit more stronger, but you can also save your level 1 to get a level 2. By doing this, you will have to stack your points all over again by doing tricks and making shots. And when you activate your level 2, it goes into this cinematic cutscene where all your teammates come together to make 1 point. They'll put your team up 2 and put the enemy team down 3. I love the music in this game. It has one of those soundtracks that never gets old. That is if you like rap music though. And oh my god, the DJ. DJ Cucumber Slice is awesome. He makes the game that much more fun, either by hyping you up or putting you down. His jokes seem to never get old, even though how stale they may be.
I guess tricks are for grown-ups too. Excuse me, does the concrete feel hot today? Cause you're on the ground right now.
I remember playing this game with my older brother and my cousin all the time. This game is the reason why I got a PS2. I recommend that you play this game and also the newer ones too, because I know that you're going to have fun with this game. And just a little tip, pick Stretch. Nothing gets into his house. Number 4! Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I loved the show Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I used to go to school just to talk about it, drawing the characters and eating out my DBZ lunchbox. I mean, everybody wanted to eat out my box. Wait, no. Lunchbox. I meant lunchbox. Moving on. I used to want the powers and the fighting moves that they had in the show. And oh boy, did this game awaken the same within me. Oh, and a little side note, if you never heard Dragon Ball Z, where the fuck have you been? I'm not even going to tell you the story, because 1, it would take forever, and 2, you really never heard Dragon Ball Z? Seriously? Are you fucking serious? How am I supposed to even respond to that? Well, you know what? I'll tell you one thing. Saiyans are a race of aliens with enormous amounts of power. I mean, you can see that in TV show. when they throw an enemy into a building, you can watch the whole building fall on top of them. Or when they charge their powers and you can watch the earth crack and crumble beneath them. And this game does it fucking justice. It's the closest thing you will get to being anywhere close to being a Saiyan. Nice try, kid. Looks like someone's been playing a little too much Dragon Ball Z Connect. And one of these reasons is because the fighting mechanic. And I'm not talking about an actual fighting mechanic. There's no character like that inside the video game. Even though that would be awesome to have a fighting mechanic inside the game while you're talking about fighting. I'm getting like way off track here. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the fighting mechanic. But wouldn't it be awesome to actually have a fighting mechanic inside the game? Activision, just listen. A game about an actual fighting mechanic is awesome. It'll be awesome. We'll sell millions. What? No, you're a stupid idea. No, you're a childish comeback. Well, screw you. Okay, let's get back to the game. You can free roam to a certain extent while still staying locked onto your opponent, but sometimes you can actually lose your opponent and he can do an attack that you didn't see coming. Insert rape joke there. The free movement, amongst other things inside the game, makes the fighting feel really good, and those other things are structures, big rocks and buildings you can actually throw your opponent into, and like I said before, watch it fall down on top of them. And with all the variety of all the different characters and powers inside the game, I guarantee you're not going to be just playing with one character. You're going to be playing with all of them. All 150 plus playable characters. Over 150 characters? Holy shit, that's a lot. And may I also mention, you can play as a big ass ape. An ape! That's it. This game's amazing. That's it. It was always fun going to my friend's house. And since it was always 4 of us, we would play tournament mode and put 2 characters on each controller just to see who was best. I can only remember me winning one time because my favorite thing to do was always to pick normal Goku and level him up to level 1, 2, 3, and 4 Super Saiyan all in one match. I recommend this game to old and new fans of the series. And if you never heard of Dragon Ball Z, then I recommend that you stop going out to clubs and having sex with beautiful women and enjoy your life for once and watch the TV show. And after you watch the TV show, play the game. Number 3! Def Jam Fight for New York. Def Jam Fight for New York is one of those games that brings something new to the fighting game genre. Not something evolutionary, but something different. It gives you this WWE type of feel to it when you can play up to 4 players in one match. Also by using your environmental weapons to hurt your opponent. You can also use specials that they call blazing. And oh god, are they brutal. And it also strays away from being a wrestling game from some of the arenas that you're fighting in, like a subway, the junkyard, and in a parking lot. And the thing that turns me off of wrestling games is that it doesn't look like they're making contact when they fight. It just makes it look fake. I mean, I know wrestling is fake, but you really didn't have to add that inside the game. Def Jam Vendetta really doesn't do that. It makes every hit look like it hurts. And another side note, if I spoiled anything for you by telling you wrestling was fake, like it was the end of some great movie or some shit like that, then I think you need to, I don't know, grow the fuck up. So if you're really going to define this game, then I would call it a street fighting game. And I also have to add that this game has a lot of funny characters. Most of them are rappers. Not clappers, fappers, or tappers, but rappers. I mean, this game is called Def Jam Fight for New York. So this game has a lot of people that were signed to Def Jam at one point in time or affiliated with them. This game has rappers like Redman and Method Man, DMX and Ludacris, and even Snoop Dogg. Wait, oh yeah, it's Snoop Lion now. Oh, Snoop. You really didn't have to go from canine to feline to show how much of a pussy you are. Get it? Because he's a cat, and cats are You know what, let's just move on. The character customization is really good. There's so many options on how you want your character to look. Although you can't make a female character, but you're welcome to use the ones provided.
Oh yeah. Look at them titties. Giggity giggity.
When creating your own character, you can also pick a fighting style, which are kickboxing, street fighting, martial arts, wrestling, and submission. You can also mix them up and pick 3 out of the 5. And yeah, I know they made a new game called Def Jam. Yeah, the fart noise, because that game was shitty. But I don't need to say more. This game is awesome. You should definitely pick it up. And I'll let my buddy Redman handle the rest.
Come and get some.
Number 2! Halo. Stop. Before you call me a fanboy, good sir, let me correct you. I am a fan man. This game has you play as a big ass Spartan warrior. And not that kind of Spartan warrior. This kind of Spartan warrior. And this guy's name is, wait for it, Master Chief. Master Chief. Move over, Chief Keef. This guy's the master of all chiefs in the universe. This game tries. No, it succeeds. It makes you feel like a complete badass taking down hordes of Covenant by yourself. I love this game because it got me into a whole series of games like Halo 2, Halo 3, fuck ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo 4. And the whole story of Halo is pretty fucking epic. It makes you feel like you're the universe's last hope. And the way to depict Master Chief inside the story is a man who just won't give up. A man who will persevere no matter what the odds. And I like that. I like characters inside video games with qualities I can put into my life. With Master Chief, what I see is a man who just, no matter what life throws at him, he's just gonna get back up and keep moving, no matter what is in his way. And I want to apply that to my life, and I did after playing this game. I never got a chance to play online multiplayer on the first Halo, but I did for Halo 2. Halo 2 was the first online game I ever played. I mean, before Halo 2, I didn't even know online play existed. When I found out about online play, oh boy, I couldn't stop doing it. I mean, I didn't have internet at my house, so I always used to go to my cousin's house and play Halo over there. I used to buy Microsoft points for my account at his house. That's how much I used to be into it. I used to know that I only had 3 days to spend night over my cousin's house, and I used to just stay there day and night playing Halo. And this is a true story. I played Halo so much one time my cousin actually woke up and said, "Hey, you're playing too much, you need to go to sleep." And I said, okay. I went up and I started walking towards my bed, and right towards the bed, it's a window. And when I looked inside the window, I ducked straight down. My cousin was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was just speechless. And he asked me what was wrong with me again, and I said I thought it was a sniper inside the window. Yeah, I was playing Halo so much that I thought the satellite dish on the other person's house through the window was a sniper trying to hit me. Like, that's how much I got into online play. You can't even imagine how much I played. I'm still sad that Bungie is no longer making Halo, but whatever next game they're making, I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome. And it looks like 343 Industries know what they're doing with the Halo franchise. The Halo series is good besides a few, and I can't wait to play the next one. Number 1! Kingdom Hearts 2. This game is at number 1 because of a lot of reasons. Story, gameplay, play big parts in why I love this game. And also, Donald and Goofy are in this game. Need I say more? But I don't want to go too much into it because I plan on doing a full review of this game on my channel later on. But I will say this game is the first game that actually made me give a crap about the characters. I actually felt sad when Sora felt like he was losing his friends, and it made me want to find them even more. And at the end, you know, fucking shit happened, and you know, I cried a little, just a little. It was fucking emotional and stuff. Shut the fuck. The soundtrack in this game is amazing, but that also leads me into my third and final side note. Yes, the soundtrack is amazing, but there's one song in particular that I love, and it's called My Sanctuary. I cannot play this song on this video because of copyright restrictions, but I suggest you look it up for yourself. And if you don't, then that means you don't like awesomeness, or epic stuff, or sex with Mila Kunis. Who am I kidding? Everybody likes sex with Mila Kunis. She's so hot. If you have a PS2, buy this game. If you have a PS3 that is backwards compatible, buy this game. If you have a PS3 that is not backwards compatible, then get the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix. If this video somehow makes it to the future, if you have a PS4, then shove it in there and make it work. Thank you for sticking around as I name off the top 5 games that made me a gamer. And I'm very interested in hearing your top 5 or top whatever number list inside the comments. If you liked the video, then leave a like rating below. And also share the video on any social networking sites like Facebook or Twitter. It really helps me out when you do things like that. It helps the channel grow. And subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified every time I make a new video. And if you don't, I'll put you on my next top 5 of people on my hit list.